out once more. Brahim Diaz chooses to go back. Kubasi. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Yamal.
Stop taking meeting notes and let ClickUp AI Note Taker do it for you. It allows you to focus on your meetings, not your notes. It captures everything, from action items to key decisions. And after every call, you get a clear summary.
Tries to get it clear. Valverde. Played out to the right. It's a throw-in. De Jong. That's really well manoeuvred. João Cancelo. Aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold forwards and with intent. Oh, it's come loose. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Lewandowski. Clipped into space. Could move up a gear here. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe, and it's lofted through here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Referee's given a throw. Kubasi. Moved on forwards. Martin. It's a quick ball upfield. There's the whistle for half-time. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And here's Brahim Diaz. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Bellingham. No way through there. Alexander-Arnold. Araujo is there, and he can get that clear. And that's a good Bellingham! And the ball's come loose here. Could be danger here. Vinicius Junior. Yamal did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. I'm not sure. Mbappe! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's there to clear it. And here's Bellingham. And it's Valverde. Looking to break at pace. Yamal. Dani Olmo. And here's Lewandowski. Rafinha. Pedri. Martin. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Rafinha. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Valverde. And that has found him in acres of space. Showing good feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Dani Olmo. Eder Militao. And it's played forward. Martin gets over an intercept. Mbappe! Oh, that was close. De Jong. Pedri. Kubasi. Araujo. Tchouaméni. Rudiger. Valverde. Gently done. And it's Valverde. Brahim Diaz. De Jong. Chance here to counter. Oh, he's found support out wide. Eder Militao, Tchouaméni, Brahim Diaz, Kubasi gets across to intercept that. That's really well manoeuvred. He's beaten the last man. Lewandowski had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Yamal. And it's Olmo. Valverde. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Brahim Diaz. Nice looking ball. And it's been played through. Overhit and out of play. Kubasi shifted upfield. Out to the right. João Cancelo could try cutting inside here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Valverde played out to the left flank. Araujo gets it away. Yamal. Dani Olmo. And there's his chance to lead the counter. The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Kubasi. And it's Cancelo. De Jong. Rafinha. Climbs up big! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Played towards the other side. And here's Bellingham. Brahim Diaz. De Jong getting this one clear. Dani Olmo. So what can they make of this? Rafinha, Pedri, Yamal. That has been cut short. What a throw in. Yamal's cross. Eder Militao clears it away. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Kubasi. João Cancelo. And it's Cancelo. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Rudiger. Dani Olmo.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
João Cancelo. And it's played forward. And here's Dani Olmo. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior looking for a runner. Gets it away. Bellingham. Cleared away. Over to the left. Back in once more. Brilliantly cut out. And he thumps it clear. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Diaz. Lewandowski. Pedri. Rudiger makes the interception. And here's Mbappe. Brahim Diaz. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's neat. Valverde. Takes a shot! That's got him rattled. And it's Cancelo. Oh, that's nice. De Jong. That's really well cleared. Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger. Valverde. Rudiger forwards and with intent. De Jong. Al-Kubasi over towards the opposite flank. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. That's surely a foul. Free kick. That has been cleared. Yamal. Eden Militao can get it clear. Dani Olmo have it back and can go again. Tries a measured ball. In by Cancelo. Valverde.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. De Jong. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Listen, it's not nice and it's not clever, Peter, but it has to be done when he tries to make one of those telling runs.
De Jong. Well, this is gone, that's a foul.
What are the ingredients for a good life? It starts with your wellness. A good life isn't
And it's Diaz. Vinicius Junior. A chance to play it in. And it's played into the middle. Nice interception, well timed. And here's Mbappe. It's Lewandowski, out to the left it goes. Can he spark a counter here? Rafinha. Rudiger is there and he can get that clear. And he's heaved it away. And that's a throw. João Cancelo, and here's Dani Olmo. Lewandowski. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. Brahim Diaz. Played out towards the right wing. Alexander-Arnold. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Valverde, gently done. He's found some space. And out it comes again. De Jong. Araujo, aim forwards. Clearly not happy with that. Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Pedri. Yamal. Lovely feet. Can he deliver? Yamal. Chance, surely! Oh, they could be caught out here. Time to deliver. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Moved on forwards. Araujo. Almost an hour gone. Rafinha. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Rudiger. Bellingham is onto it in a flash. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit...
It's Lewandowski! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Not the most accurate pass. Pedri. Araujo shifted upfield. Vinicius Junior. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And they can counter here. João Cancelo. That's really well manoeuvred. Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz, and the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Brahim Diaz really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Martin. Pedri forwards and with intent. Lunin, long ball by the goalkeeper. Martin. De Jong, and it's played forward, and he cuts out the supply, and now the breakaway. Bellingham, spread out to the left, fired deep towards the back post. And he's picked it up out wide. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Cancelo. Climbs up big! Goal! A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He's got a strong forehead behind that one.
So is this the start of a comeback? Chouameni, Alexander-Arnold, Brahim Diaz, Bellingham, who's set up one goal so far. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chouameni, Rudiger, Vinicius Junior, now it's Bellingham. Brahim Diaz, oh, good spread, picks it up out wide. Martin gets it clear. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Brahim Diaz. it's Rafinha. Dani Olmo. And here's Lewandowski. And he's running. Lewandowski! There are a few waiting for it. Eder Militao attempts a clearance. And here's Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. Chance for a shot! And he comes up trumps again. Rudiger. King towards the front line. Well timed, excellent interception. Kubasi. Dani Olmo, now he's off and running. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Cancelo. Yamal. Alexander-Arnold with the clearance. Pedri. And that's been won straight back. Rafinha. Pedri. Now it's Rafinha. So who's he picking out? That is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Now that's well seen too. Either side really getting hold of the ball. Rudiger. Rudiger, gently done. Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Lewandowski. Valverde. Tchouaméni. Brahim Diaz. Aim forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. Yamal. And it's Lewandowski. And here's Dani Olmo. Rafinha. That is lovely. De Jong. And here's Dani Olmo. Vinicius Junior. Well, they can break here. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Played out wide. Now the delivery. That is a brilliant interception. Great defending, strong and determined. Lewandowski. Pedri. And it's Olmo. And here's Yamal. De Jong. Dani Olmo. Cleared away. There will be a throw-in. Yamal. Pedri. Played out to the right. He's cut it out. And the pass is intercepted. That's a good ball. Tchouaméni, Eder Militao, and it's played forward. Brahim Diaz. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Throw it. Ball is over the line. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz gets a cross in. That has been cut short. Brahim Diaz. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Gerard Martin? Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
New Garnier Super UV Cooling Sunscreen. SPF 50 and brightening vitamin C to protect.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior! Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Oh, easy pickings there. Shot, surely! It's in!
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. De Jong. Martin. Rafinha. Out of play for a throw. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. And here's Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz wins the duel this time. That has been knocked clear. Dani Olmo tries to clear. João Cancelo. João Cancelo, gently done. Yamal. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Vinicius Junior. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Eder Militao. Vinicius Junior. Over to the left. And it's Bellingham. Martin. Martin shifted upfield. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. With Rudiger. Moved on forwards. Alexander-Arnold. Pedri, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pedri. Now it's Dani Olmo. Keeper's got good distance on that. Could be danger here. Brahim Diaz! He's kept it out just.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
So here comes a substitution. Now it's Bellingham. Valverde. Lewandowski. And now the breakaway. Araujo. Pedri. Oh, there's a probing ball. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Valverde. Fran Garcia. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's a good run down the right. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Yamal. De Jong. And it's Cancelo. And here's Lewandowski. Looking for a decent ball in. Punched away. Deftly away. Mbappe going full tilt down the left. Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Can he finish? That's really well manoeuvred. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rafinha. Tchouameni. Yeah, he's fouled him there. That is a great pick out. Now it's Vinicius Junior. No way through, so back it comes. Brahim Diaz played out to the left flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pedri. Pedri forwards and with intent. Lewandowski. Martin. Probing pass. Good ball, good take. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior spread out to the left. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham! Defending of the desperate variety. Rafinha. Martin. Pedri. Martin shifted upfield. Fran Garcia. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. De Jong wins the duel this time. And it's Olmo. Pedri. João Cancelo. De Jong. And here's Dani Olmo. Alexander-Arnold. Can he spark a counter here? Eder Militao. Chouameni. Brahim Diaz. Great work on the overlap. Driving on and making good progress. It's run loose here. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Pedri. Rafinha. Martin. And he's onside. So who's he picking out? Oh, nice touch. Well read, and the danger is averted. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Bellingham. Rafinha. Martin. Rafinha. Lovely bit of skill. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that is Mbappe! Oh, he's missed it. Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
That looks a cracking ball. Dani Olmo. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Vinicius Junior. Fran Garcia, aim forwards. Calmly anticipates. João Cancelo, gently done. Could move up a gear here. Always onto this. Now it's Rashford. It's Rashford! He scored!
better. They should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Oh, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Rudiger. Eder Militao. Moved on forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Pedri. And it's played forward. It's gone out for a throw-in. Brahim Diaz. Eder Militao. Rudiger. Cuts out the supply. Brahim Diaz. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Olmo. Over to the left. Rashford providing an outlet on that flank. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Vinicius Junior looking to break at pace. Bellingham was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Yamal gently down. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior forwards and with intent. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Yamal gently down. Rudiger. Moved on forwards. And they've got rid. And claimed it back swiftly. Brahim Diaz. Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Now then, the ball's come loose. Decent progress down the left. He has found the way through. Valverde shifted upfield. Mbappe has got himself a free kick. Fran Garcia. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham has been caught there, it's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Fran Garcia, and he's got backward here. Fran Garcia, delivered with... Oh, what a climb! That would have been game, set and match.
Bellingham is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Pedri, that's really well manoeuvred. Dani Olmo, Rashford, Brahim Diaz, Alexander-Arnold, Eder Militao, Brahim Diaz. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Many, and it's Alexander-Arnold. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Out to the left it goes. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, well measured. Rudiger puts it away. Tchouaméni. Fran Garcia. Vinicius Junior. Fran Garcia. Brahim Diaz. And here's Mbappe. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. That's a nicely weighted pass. He welcomes it in. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rudiger. Eder Militao. Aim forwards. Dani Olmo. Now it's Yamal. And here's Yamal. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off. Fran Garcia. Rudiger. Tchouaméni. Eder Militao. Eder Militao shifted upfield. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Decent chance! That has been knocked clear. Mbappe with a beautifully timed run. Well read, nice interception. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Rashford. Dani Olmo. Bellingham. Now it's Lewandowski. And for a moment, time stood still. been taken short. A chance to play it in. Brahim Diaz does well to get it back. Brahim Diaz did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe do have a chance to counter here. He's found the way through. Brahim Diaz. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. João Cancelo with the clearance. Ramal. Martin gently done. And it's played forward. It's gone for a throw-in. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And it's Garcia. Alaba. Brahim Diaz. De Jong is the guilty party there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Alaba, Eder Militao, Fran Garcia. Great defending, strong and determined. Martin. And the counter is on. Rashford. And it's Pedri. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Eder Militao. Lunin sends that a long way. Martin does really well to win the ball there. He's in plenty of space here. Rashford. Rudiger tries to clear. Brahim Diaz. Vinicius Junior. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Eder Militao forwards and with intent. Vicious ball here. Martin moved on forwards. So what can they make of this? This interception, his positioning was spot on. Alexander-Arnold. Brahim Diaz. Eder Militao. Rudiger. Al-Kubasi cuts it out. Araujo. Pedri. Kubasi. João Cancelo. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. Dani Olmo looks to get on the end of this. Rudiger. Alaba. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold shifted upfield. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Martin. Rashford. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Vinicius Junior. Aim forwards. Bellingham. Out to the right. João Cancelo. Pedri. And it's Rashford. Pedri. Dinks one through. Brahim Diaz. Mbappe. João Cancelo. Kubasi. João Cancelo. Over to the left. Now it's Rashford. Ball played through for the wide man. He's in space and looking for options. Rudiger gets it away. Vinicius Junior. Chance here to counter. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Fran Garcia picks it up now. João Cancelo is there and he can get that clear. Eder Militao cuts out the pass. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. De Jong. Pedri forwards and with intent. Yamal. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. Rashford and the shot! Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Deftly away. De Jong. And can he finish it? It's a loose ball. And it's Balde. Shot at goal! Oh, it's come loose. And that is that. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. So there it is. What struck you most about that? And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. The pass is intercepted. Martin. Rafinha going full steam ahead down the left flank. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's hoisted clear. Lewandowski. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. Header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And it's Diaz. That's been slipped through. Bellingham. Thumps it clear. Looking to break at pace. Vicious ball here.
Donny Olmo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rafinha puts a cross in. Rudiger. Valverde. Moved on forwards. Mbappe. Al-Kubasi gets rid without sophistication. Keeper's got good distance on that. And claimed it back swiftly. Dani Olmo. Valverde. Mbappe. And it's played forward. Mbappe. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well read, and danger is averted. Valverde, and he's there to clear it.
Power your next move with up to 100% asset financing from Equity for commercial and personal use.
Mbappe has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rafinha, and it's Lewandowski. Pedri. Rafinha. Martin. Mbappe wins the duel this time. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger. Valverde forwards and with intent. Araujo. João Cancelo. Yamal. Dani Olmo, and here's Lewandowski, Rafinha. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Strong running down that left flank. Mbappe. De Jong does really well to win the ball there. Hoisted upfield by the keeper, nicely intercepted. Yamal. He's in plenty of space here, and that's not going to reach. Yamal, Rafinha, and here's Lewandowski. Pedri. De Jong. Cancelo. And it's De Jong.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Eder Militao. That's really well manoeuvred. Brahim Diaz. Bellingham. Dani Olmo. And they can counter here. And he cuts out the supply. João Cancelo. And here's Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Cancelo. That's very neat. Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. Yamal. Laid back in. Receives a great chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Great defending, strong and determined. Pedri. Rafinha. Dani Olmo. And here's Lewandowski. Rafinha. Nice control. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Brahim Diaz. Probing pass. Now that's well seen too. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Martin shifted upfield. Lewandowski and the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? As though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Eder Militao. Very cross-field, changing the point of attack. That's a good run down the left. It's Valverde. Brahim Diaz, spread out to the left. Araujo tries to clear. Rudiger. Bellingham. Defending of the desperate variety. It's Valverde. Brahim Diaz. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That'll be a throw. Very nicely done. Oh, it's a shot at goal! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Dani Olmo. And here's Yamal. Plenty to aim at here. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Oh, there's a probing ball. Calmly anticipates. Araujo, gently done. Pedri. And it's Olmo. And here's Lewandowski. That's a good foot in there. Brahim Diaz. And for a moment we thought that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Rafinha. He is just decent chance! Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
João Cancelo. Aim forwards. Proves too strong.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mbappe! And that's played in low. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Pedri. Barcelona suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Well, I would say that they've only got themselves to blame, Peter. They've been caught cold.
Pedri. Dani Olmo. Now who's going to be first to this? And here's Rafinha. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Chance! Hits off target and by quite a way. And it's played forward. On time, excellent interception. And it's Diaz. Bellingham. Valverde! Valverde! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Valverde is offering a right smile there.
Romani with the short one. Chance! That's caused a worry or two.
Bellingham is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Rafinha. Eder Militao. No, again there's no way through. Valverde. Barcelona needing to chase the game already. Tchouaméni, Eder Militao, Pau Kubasi gets it away. Could move up a gear here. Pedri. Moved on forwards. De Jong's cross. Rudiger. Brahim Diaz. Bellingham. Rudiger shifted upfield. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Araujo. Pedri. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. João Cancelo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. The counter is on. Martin. That's been drilled forward. Oh, Red, nice interception. And here's Mbappe. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rudiger. Have it back and can go again.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Played out wide. That has been knocked clear. Here comes another cross. No, that's too long. Rafinha. Kubasi. Dani Olmo. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Rafinha, it's lofted through here. And he's there to get it away. And he's fouled him there. Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Valverde. Tchouaméni, gently done. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's really well manoeuvred. Rudiger. Dani Olmo out towards the flank. And he's managed to get free. He's there to get rid. Do have a chance to counter here. Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Valverde. Tchouaméni shifted upfield. Araujo. Over to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's too far for anyone. Aim forwards. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Rudiger makes the interception. Valverde made over towards the opposite flank. Alexander-Arnold, gently done. He can get that clear. And here's Brahim Diaz. Oh, sweet feet. He's having a shot! Now then, the ball's come loose. Reclaimed it in a trice, and he's picked out the run. Vinicius Junior. Eder Militao moved on forwards, and it's Alexander-Arnold. That is lovely. Valverde. Oh, such a clever touch. Played into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Eder Militao. Brahim Diaz. João Cancelo clears it away. Oh, nice touch. There are a few waiting for it. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Bellingham looking understandably energised after his goal. Mbappe! Split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Brahim Diaz. Lovely feet. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham! And he comes up trumps again. It's been taken short. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Crosses it in. Shot, surely! He scored! And There we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now...
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I get perfect notes from every meeting. I click this toggle to send my AI note taker to my meetings, even if I can't attend. My AI note taker records the entire meeting and creates a full transcript. After the meeting, I get a doc with the recording.
That has been cut short. Chouameni. Eder Militao, forwards and with intent. And back to the goalkeeper. De Jong. Kubasi. De Jong. Pedri. Martin. Shifted upfield. Rudiger. Alexander-Arnold. That's tidy. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Diaz. Now it's Bellingham. And that's been won straight back. And here's Mbappe. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Rudiger. Delicate chip through. Tries to get it clear. Pedri. Aim forwards. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri. Pedri, gently done. Rudiger. Valverde. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. That's the keeper's ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Yamal. Now, he's got space here. Rudiger. Valverde played out to the left flank. Oh, well measured. Vinicius Junior. And the takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass streets, did he?
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Yamal. A real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Barcelona are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Tchouaméni. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Dani Olmo. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, he made it look a bit predictable.
Eder Militao gets good distance on it. De Jong. And he's heaved it away. Through it. Eder Militao does really well to win the ball there. Valverde. Brahim Diaz. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Either side really getting hold of the ball. Araujo, Martin, Alexander-Arnold, caresses it through. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pedri. Araujo, he's fizzed it forward. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Beats one through. It's come to nothing. Valverde. Foot in. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. De Jong. Lewandowski. Showing good feet. And that's a dangerous ball. Vinicius Junior. Oh, they can break here. Valverde. Eder Militao. Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. And here's the chance to counter. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Dani Olmo. Here's a chance.
Dani Olmo usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can though.
And it's played forward. Alexander-Arnold. Great ball if he can get there. Brahim Diaz. And here's Mbappe. Pedri gets it clear. Rudiger. This has gone, that's a foul. Mbappe. Valverde. All driven towards the far post. Ball is over the line. And it's Alexander-Arnold. It's run loose here. Brahim Diaz. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. De Jong. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi. That's a sharp pass. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Tries a measured ball. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, shooting chance! João Cancelo. Yamal. That's really well manoeuvred. Have it back and can go again. Dani Olmo! Moved on forwards. Valverde, oh, good spread. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Brahim Diaz. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Aimed in towards the centre. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. No foul, says the referee. Chance here to counter. Now this could be a chance. Oh, it's come loose. Danger averted for now. Pedri. So what can they make of this? Brahim Diaz. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Olmo. Great defending, strong and determined. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. He's got to be in here. Mbappe. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Brahim Diaz. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rudiger cuts it out. Chouameni. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham knocks it out wide. It's really well manoeuvred. Martin. Pedri. De Jong. Aim forwards. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! That was superb goalkeeping.
Lewandowski really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. And it's played forward. Araujo cuts out the pass. Lewandowski played out to the right. Yamal. Now here's the delivery. Cleared without complication. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Who played through for the wide man. Mbappe. Yamal. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Out to the right. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski delivers. Bellingham with the clearance. Yamal. Valverde shifted upfield. Valverde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Really well cleared. Might be danger here. Bellingham is making a foray down the right. Bellingham forwards and with intent. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Valverde gently done. And here's Vinicius Junior. That has been clubbed away. Good play on the left-hand side here.
What are the ingredients for a good life? It starts with your wellness. Having partners who root for you. Walking with you every step of the way. Good Life Pharmacy. With you through every moment.
Can he spark a counter here? Kubasi. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And it's Diaz. And that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Mbappe. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Gets it away. Who's going to have a play? He has found the way through. Oh, that's neat. A chance to play it in. And that was very necessary. Araujo. Pedri tries to dink it through. Gets it away. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Rudiger shifted upfield. Aim forwards. And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Pedri. Kubasi. Moved on forwards. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. And here's Bellingham. Can he finish? That's off target. Pedri. Kubasi. Pedri. Eder Militao. Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Nicely intercepted. And it's played forward. Now it's Lewandowski. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. And that's a throw. That's a cute ball. Vinicius Junior. And now the breakaway. That is a great pick out. Now it's Mbappe. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. João Cancelo. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he cuts out the supply. And here's Mbappe. And here's Vinicius Junior. That's going to go a long way. drifted away. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. Yamal tries a shot! And here's he's had a shot! Back into the middle. João Cancelo, delicate ball. Rafinha! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Well, that's well seen too. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That has found him in acres of space. And here's Brahim Diaz. Valverde. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Alexander-Arnold flashes it across. Valverde. He can get that clear. And it's Valverde. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. That's Valverde. Can he finish? No, not quite.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
De Jong. And back to the keeper they go. Brahim Diaz, forwards and with intent. And that's put paid to a promising move. Martin. That's really well manoeuvred. Brahim Diaz. Valverde. And there's green grass ahead of him. Brahim Diaz is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Olmo. Well timed, excellent interception. Rudiger. Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Bellingham is onto it in a flash. That pass has been well intercepted. Martin. Kubasi. Araujo. Kubasi. João Cancelo. Moved on forwards. Dani Olmo. Pedri is the guilty party there. That's nice. And here's Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. Too much on that, it's gone out. That has been cut short. Valverde. Eder Militao. And it's played forward. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Cleared away. Now it's Rafinha. He's shifting through the gears here. Muscular approach does pay off here. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. Kubasi forwards and with intent. Now it's Yamal. De Jong. Played back in. Well read, nice interception. Can he spark a counter here? Keeper's got good distance on that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Eder Militao, aim forwards. Bellingham, spread out to the left. Araujo. Kubasi. Nice looking ball. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Eder Militao. Eder Militao. Gently done. That's a throw. Pedri. Martin. It's a throw-in. Brahim Diaz. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Brahim Diaz. Bellingham. Mbappe. He's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That is a special goal. A finish right from the top draw. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Rafinha. Dani Olmo played into space. Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao shifted upfield. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's found a way past. Played back to the goalkeeper. De Jong. João Cancelo. Kubasi. Out to the left it goes. Araujo forwards and with intent. Martin, gently done. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's half-time here. Have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Barcelona really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Mbappe! Keeper always had the measure of that. Araujo tries to clear. Good run down the right. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Yamal does really well to win the ball there. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Lewandowski. Rudiger, some resolute defending there. Brahim Diaz. Eder Militao. Rudiger. Valverde. And it's Pedri. And that is a little undercooked. Martin. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Bellingham played with finesse. Mbappe looking to run onto it.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Choose L'Oréal Paris Glycolic Bright with Melasil to fade 4 types of dark marks: sunspots, acne, hyperpigmentation, and age spots. New Glycolic Bright Anti-Dark Mark Serum from L'Oréal Paris.
You're worth it.
Every morning, I unlock my doors to new possibilities.
Dani Olmo. Araujo. Calmly anticipates. he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Araujo. De Jong. Dani Olmo. Now he's off and running. And that has been cleared. And here's Lewandowski. De Jong. Great defending, strong and determined. Valverde. Vinicius Junior, done delicately. Yamal. And it's Olmo. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Brahim Diaz, aim forwards. That's good play. Mbappe. Good take, and is he in? Over to the left. Yamal can get it clear. Can he latch on to this? Araujo, Rafinha, Pedri, and it's Olmo. Rafinha, Eder Militao, Chouameni, Brahim Diaz. De Jong, Kubasi, João Cancelo, succumbs to the pressure. Vinicius Junior, gently done. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rafinha! That is out of play. Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger. Eder Militao looks to the other side. Now it's Yamal. Now what about a counter-attack? Yamal's cross, goes for a shot, and he hits the net.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Still trying to make a game of this. Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. Oh, well measured. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Oh, it's played into the area. De Jong gets it clear. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Mbappe! Kubasi. De Jong. Kubasi. Al Kubasi made out to the left flank. Valverde. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. A lot of space ahead of him. Danger averted for now. And it's Lewandowski. Pedri. De Jong. Oh, super fine. Dani Olmo! Pedri goes short. Pedri, here comes the cross. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Mbappe, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Mbappe. Brahim Diaz. Chouameni moved on forwards. And the goalkeeper's brought a good calm to that. Crossed into the box. Pedri. And it's played forward. Dani Olmo is onto it in a flash. Dani Olmo. Gone for a throw-in. And it's De Jong. That's a good ball. Rafinha! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Yamal, oh, good spread. Climbs up big! And yes, it's there! Lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Brahim Diaz. And he's picked out the run. Bellingham. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Chance here to counter. It's Lewandowski. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vinicius Junior. That's really well manoeuvred. Bellingham! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
De Jong. João Cancelo. Yamal. Dani Olmo. And here's it's Lewandowski! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Oh, that's a nice ball. And he's there to get it away. It's a goal kick. Lewandowski is being harried and hassled.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
And it's Cancelo, lobbed in behind. Brahim Diaz. Valverde. Barcelona really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. De Jong, too strong for his opponent there. João Cancelo, gently done. Pedri, forwards and with intent. Now it's Rafinha. Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. Eder Militao. Oh, it's come loose. Valverde. Rudiger shifted upfield. Pedri. Rafinha. Brahim Diaz does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Mbappe. This is quite a run and he's not done yet. Oh, such a clever touch. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Lofted in. He's clearly asking too much with that. Pau Kubasi, and he goes cross-field. Pedri. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Brahim Diaz, aim forwards. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Rafinha gets a foot in here. Moved on forwards. Out to the right.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Dani Olmo. João Cancelo. Barcelona have hit a quick-fire double here and have restored some sort of respectability. Valverde, aim forwards. Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Lewandowski. Can he get onto this? Rafinha. Cross from Rafinha. Lunin deals with that nice and simple. Eder Militao, Chouameni with Rudiger, Chouameni, Eder Militao, forwards and with intent, played out to the right. Oh, it's a searing run, he is a man on a mission. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest, willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's played forward. Well, Jim, this really does look like a safety in numbers approach to defending we're seeing here.
Well, sometimes you just have to prepare for what's coming your way, and they know that they're going to be involved in...
Oh, smashing header! And kept out by the most elastic of plays.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rudiger. Really well manoeuvred. Al Kubasi gets over and intercepts. Martin. Pedri. And here's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Spread out to the left. Araujo shifted upfield. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Brahim Diaz. Looking to break at pace. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Al Kubasi clears it away. And it's Diaz. Bellingham. It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Al Kubasi gently done. Bellingham. Always onto this. Shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Get a throw in. Vinicius Junior, and that's aimed into the middle. Rudiger with the slide tackle there. It's Bellingham. Oh, he's in! Big chance! It's there!
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority in this.
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done in a list view. Next, I set a priority and a due date to keep things on track. I create custom statuses to organize my progress exactly how I want it. I like to add the action items field so AI can show me the next steps. I add my teammates as watchers so they're in the loop. ClickUp makes work easy, from personal projects to running a multi-billion-dollar company. Click the link below to create your workspace for free.
Delivered with swing. And that has been cleared. Alexander-Arnold. Moved on forwards. Bellingham, now he's off and running. Araujo cuts it out. Rafinha. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold shifted upfield. Rafinha. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time. Claimed it back swiftly. And he welcomes it in. Brahim Diaz is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pedri. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. Bellingham. Well, played right into his path. Now it's Mbappe. Played in with purpose.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gonna beg him.
Pedri. Araujo. De Jong. Aim forwards. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. Mbappe, and they can counter here. Rafinha, looking here to chip it through. Gets it away. Pedri, and it's lofted through here. Defending of the desperate variety. Valverde, and it's played forward. Over to the left. Vinicius Junior. Great work on the overlap. So what can they make of this? That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. the shot! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Become a case of men against boys.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's really well manoeuvred. It's Lewandowski! Eder Militao, aim forwards. It's Alexander Arnold. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Mbappe. Araujo does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Lewandowski. João Cancelo, gently done. And that is as far as they're going to go. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Bellingham with the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. João Cancelo. Yamal moved on forwards. Yamal. João Cancelo. He is just caressing the ball. Tries to get it clear. It's a promising run he's making on the right. It's De Jong. Back into the middle. Dani Olmo has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. That was beautiful, something close to genius. Barcelona have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Vinicius Junior. Decent progress down the left. And it's quite a run he's making here. João Cancelo robs him of possession. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Chance for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. De Jong. Al Kubasi forwards and with intent. Now it's Dani Olmo. He is through here. Eder Militao. Rudiger. Valverde. That's a lovely, neat pass. That has been cut short. João Cancelo. De Jong. Pedri. Rafinha chasing after it. Tchouaméni. And here's Bellingham. Played back in. Vinicius Junior. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedri. Araujo shifted upfield. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Cross goes in there. Alexander-Arnold. And he's all shapes to shoot! They've scored! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Pedri. De Jong. João Cancelo. And it's played forward. Eder Militao makes the interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played in. Moved on forwards. We expected better, and so did he. Brahim Diaz. Real chance! And it's Diaz. Nice interception, well timed. Do have a chance to counter here. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Eder Militao. Chouameni. Rudiger, aim forwards. And here's Rafinha. Well, they can break here. Mbappe, oh, good spread. Alexander-Arnold. Brahim Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. De Jong. Araujo, gently done. Valverde. Eder Militao. Brahim Diaz. Alexander-Arnold. Brahim Diaz. That's tidy. Could move up a gear here. He's got away. Nice physical challenge. Martin. And it's Olmo.
Dani Olmo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Fran Garcia. Fran Garcia shifted upfield. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's a loose ball. And that was very necessary. Fran Garcia. Valverde. Done delicately. Pedri. De Jong. Dani Olmo, now he's off and running. And it's Diaz. And it's been played through. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And the ball's come loose here. Al Kubasi defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. That is good strength. Rafinha. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Bellingham, he is onto this. Vinicius Junior. Now who's going to be first to this? Vinicius Junior. Yamal. That's really well manoeuvred. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Rudiger shifted upfield. Koundé. Yamal. Pedri. Rafinha. And here's the finish! Tchouaméni, Eder Militao, Valverde, Rafinha, great defending, strong and determined, Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Played through for the wide man. Oh, nicely intercepted. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ah, he's given it away. Oh, that's a very decent... Lewandowski! Really well cleared. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. The most accurate pass. And it's Olmo. He's through here. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. They've got a throw. Brahim Diaz. Muscular approach does pay off here. Rafinha. De Jong. Dani Olmo chasing after it. Now it's Mbappe. Araujo aim forwards. And here's Brahim Diaz. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And a chance! Oh, denied at the last. He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it. Lunin, long ball by the goalkeeper. He came in hard, very hard. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Martin, gently done. Time to deliver. He's in here, and the shot! Played it short. Here's Pedri. Pedri. Koundé. Can he deliver? Yamal's cross. And that's been well dealt with. Yamal played it again. And it's going to be another one. Eder Militao gets it away. Pedri. It's anyone's ball now. Here's Yamal. Up he goes! He's kept it out. That's a great save. Alexander-Arnold has created one goal already. Moved on forwards. Clipped into space. Tchouaméni gets good distance on it. Oh, sweet feet. So who's he picking out? That's a good block, but at the end...
Did you know that malaria is a top 10 cause of death in Kenya, with over 10,000 Kenyans dying every year from malaria, and the reason being a mosquito? We believe protection and prevention is the best cure in the fight to end malaria. Mortein Doom, with its trusted formulation, it provides protection in seconds. So spread the Mortein Doom message of how we, you and I, can fight to end malaria. Mortein Doom, Kenya's #1 choice.
Valverde. Vinicius Junior. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham. Out to the left it goes. Mbappe. Bit of a deal, but nothing doing. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's Lewandowski. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Defending of the desperate variety. Lewandowski. Brahim Diaz. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Brahim Diaz making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, that's nice. Martin does really well to win the ball there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski played out to the left flank. Rafinha. Lovely feet. Is there any Yamal! Fran Garcia getting this one clear. And that's well seen too. Into the last 5 minutes. Rudiger forwards and with intent. Now, where's he looking? Bellingham, we're in acres of space out wide. Very nicely done. Garcia is fouled.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Of true class, and it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing. Oh, that is a bit special. How many? Just how many? It's become a case of men against boys. Pedri. Kubasi. De Jong. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Brahim Diaz. Alexander-Arnold. Brahim Diaz. Valverde. Valverde chips it through. De Jong. Araujo. Pedri. Martin. Rafinha. Pedri. Fran Garcia, aim forwards. Now it's Yamal. Alexander-Arnold gets rid without sophistication. Pedri is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rudiger, gently done. Well, that is not the best ball. He offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Araujo shifted upfield. Proves too strong. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Rafinha, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Rudiger, he's gone direct here. Araujo. Tchouaméni. Rudiger. Eder Militao. Tchouaméni. Moved on forwards. Bellingham. Now he's off and running. Dani Olmo. And it's played forward. Now it's Lewandowski. Rudiger wins the duel this time. Fran Garcia. Rudiger. Eder Militao. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Bellingham. Valverde. That's very neat. And that has been cleared. Time added on 4 minutes. Martin. Rafinha. Martin. Chouameni. Brahim Diaz. Alexander-Arnold, forwards and with intent. Now that is a hefty challenge. Succumbs to the pressure. A heavy challenge. Dani Olmo, spread out to the left. Oh, shooting chance! And he's missed it. Araujo shifted upfield. And it's Bellingham. Fran Garcia. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Oh, they could be caught out here. The cross comes in. Al-Kubasi attempts a clearance. Kunde, aim forwards. Barcelona could counter here. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Vinicius Junior. Fran Garcia. Rudiger. Rudiger, gently done. Kubasi. De Jong. Moved on forwards. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Head towards the other side. Fran Garcia. Kunde. Araujo. Martin. Pedri. And it's played forward. Deftly away. Have it back and can go again. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha going full tilt down the left. Chouameni. Alexander-Arnold. Driving forward. Driving forward. Through the gears. Now that's a fine challenge. And the counter is on. Mbappe. Yamal. And here's Rafinha. Pedri.